All right, now we can go ahead and start.
Okay. So this is Group U2 presenting Lab 1. I'm Wesley Wells presenting with Sarah Steffen, Andrew Odstanek, and Singhai Yuang. I hope I didn't mess anyone's name up. So the first question is presenting that you live in a city and the city requires cyclists to wear a helmet. And the first question is, what major costs and benefits would come from this rule? So our team decided the main cost would be the price of the helmet, the inconvenience of wearing a helmet, there's less enjoyment while riding the bicycle, there's moral hazard, there's diminished appearance after riding because your hair will be messed up, and then you have to carry your helmet around once you get off the bicycle. The benefits will be if a cyclist does fall, he'll be much less likely to die or get injured. And then the second question is from a full society's perspective, what are the costs and benefits? And our team decided as a society, there is less enjoyment from riding the bicycle with a helmet. There's now less money to go to other uses because you're spending money on the helmets. You have to put this law into act, which will cost money and require publicity, and then less cyclists will be able to ride because of higher entry costs, and that'll lead to higher pollution levels. The benefits will be there's less injuries, so cheaper healthcare, less time and commutes, more profits for helmet manufacturers, and more city revenue from tickets. Next slide.
So for question 2 about the costs and benefits for kumquat growers from the perspective of the spender versus the perspective of a guardian. For part A of the question, from the perspective of the spender, for benefits, we identify increased profits of $5 million as a benefit for the primary constituency of the spender. In addition to that, we also identify the tariff revenues as an indirect benefit as well for the primary constituency of the spender. The costs here, what we identified was the value of reduced consumption was $13 million. So when you net everything out, it comes to $0 million or $0. For part B of the question, from the perspective of a guardian, for the benefits here, we identify the tariff revenue for the Treasury as a direct benefit for the guardian since it goes straight to the Treasury Department, and that's $8 million. And then the second benefit we identified would be the increased profit taxes from the growers, which was just 20% of the $5 million profit for the growers, which comes out to $1 million. For costs, there are none, so when you net everything out, it comes to a net benefit of $9 million. Next slide.
Question 3, how to analyze the CVA for a municipality considering building a public swimming pool. On a national level, the net social benefit of this project would be negative 0.2 million, while on a municipal level, the net social benefit of this project would be 1.1 million.
All right, so a guardian in the municipal budget office, when calculating the net benefit of this, they really only care about the money that the government is spending and earning. So they would calculate net benefit by considering revenue from municipal residents, revenue from non-residents, scrap value, and national government grant money to be benefits while considering construction and maintenance costs, as well as personnel costs to be costs. The guardian's net benefit would then be 6.9 million. And when a spender looks at the net benefit for this, if they are working for the municipal recreation department, they are going to count national grants, personnel costs, revenue from non-residents as value to municipal residents and scrap value all as benefits. They count anything that will benefit the residents of the county, including personnel costs, because personnel are likely coming from that county, so it's benefiting the residents of that municipality. So construction and maintenance costs, as well as revenue from municipal residents, are both costs because the money for those is coming from the residents of the county. So the spender's net benefit would be 8.9 million. And that is it for Lab 1.
Okay, I believe we did run over 5 minutes slightly, and that is definitely part of my fault. I spoke too much, but